Farm, farm girl. Farm girl. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rewind and Reflect, where we believe in the universal truth that there's no such thing as coincidences or mistakes, and we're here to share our life story on that with you. My name is Deb Miller.
Hi, everybody. Susan Doyle. Hi, girls.
Hello. Hello, friend. I'm Kristen Dean. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? We have so much going on. We're such entrepreneurs. I never thought I would be an entrepreneur.
You guys
Entrepreneur.
are. I'm
That is
not.
really, you know what, I do have to say that is one of the things that, to me, for you, is so out of your comfort zone. And I am so
Oh, you have no idea.
proud that
Mm.
you are, and I'm so happy for you that you have sort of stepped over that line and feel safe enough in your life to do all the things that you are doing. I mean,
Mm.
firstly, let's just say wrote a goddamn book
Mhm.
Mm.
that sells every month still on Amazon and is downloaded audio. I mean, just the bravery that it took A, to put your story into words,
Hmm.
B, to seek out I mean, nobody teaches you how to write a book, right? But
Mm-mm.
you
Well, they
realized in
do.
your
People
head,
do you can get taught. Yeah.
They're shitty
We
writers
nobody
out
taught
start,
there.
you how to write a book.
nobody
You
taught
wrote,
me.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
You had something to say. You felt that you could, you were brave enough to give it a voice,
Mm.
seek out an editor, seek out a publisher, and here
Mm.
we are. And then that has grown into all these other things that you're going to tell us about today.
Yeah, it's really crazy because and I've talked about this a lot. Like I'm very comfortable being a passenger in life. I'm just not one to take the bull by the horns or, I just never really, I don't know, was never driven to do such a thing. But I did write the book. The book has been an Amazon bestseller lots of times now. I can't believe it's still selling without any marketing or I don't even put it on Facebook or do anything as far as marketing that. And it's still selling over 150 copies a month.
That's awesome.
So
I
part
know.
of when I first wrote the book, now you got to
Just so you
understand,
know,
like,
that's 5 books a day.
That's
yeah,
holy shit.
That's a lot.
but
Look at that
That's
math.
worldwide, Deb. The
yeah,
World Wide Web.
yeah, the world, yeah, most, 98% are sold in the United States, but I get people that buy it from other countries. Um, but my editor and publisher said to me from the very beginning, you're not going to get rich on just writing a book because Amazon takes, and Barnes and Noble too. I sell through Barnes and Noble. They take such a chunk out of the sales price, and the cost of to download the book is like $9. It's not, but she goes, where you're going to, if you want to make a living at this, you've got to get on the speaking circuit. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's not going to happen because I can't, I just I don't see, I never felt that I had enough value to get in front of people and actually tell my story in a that would be helpful to anybody else. But
Well, I hope you flipped that switch.
Mm.
I did flip the switch. And the reason why is because so last year, so I sold the book. It did really, really well. It continues to do really well. And then last year I invested in getting my website up. So I like do these little itty bitty steps like, okay, I'm getting closer to like getting my guts up to self-promote and get on the speaking circuit. And so the website's been doing well. And I'm like, okay, I'm not even putting any effort into this and it's doing well, which tells me that this is something that people are seeking. They're seeking information on recovery. They're seeking information on drug addiction, on prescription med addiction, on the fellowship of AA, all the things that I talk about. People are seeking that information. So there would be an audience, that might get something useful out of what I can share on my own experience of what happened to me, and how I can share my experience on not only getting through the addiction, living in recovery, and staying in recovery when life gets really hard. So I have a very close friend who is really good at self-promoting, and she's she just has everything that it takes to put things together, and she's very driven and detail oriented, all the things I'm not. So I asked her if she would be my PR agent, and she jumped all over it. And now all these things are happening where it's like, oh my gosh, I am going to be doing speaking engagements. So the launch of my speaking circuit tour is starting. And my goal is by the end of the summer to be in front of at least have five set up. I already have one set up, which was
Nice.
interesting.
Where?
Yeah.
Plug it,
That's
plug it, plug it.
well, it's not a public venue. It's at the rehab center that I went to and I wrote about in the book. But they have these monthly meetings where clinicians come from other rehab centers, and they have speakers come in um, and talk about addiction. And so they've invited me to do that.
You're
And
going to be
So
speaking
you're
to
basically
doctors?
speaking to the people who are on the front lines of treating people.
that's right.
Of
That's right.
treating, or like the doctors that prescribe these meds that need to stop?
No. These are the clinicians at rehab centers.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So my PR agent has all of these, she's doing all these reach outs to the medical venues where I can go and speak to how easy it is to get addicted to pain meds and all of that. And anyway, so that's starting. I'm launching it, and I'll keep everybody posted as to
Yay.
yeah,
Amazing.
what that's going to look like. I'm going to definitely need somebody to come help me pick out some clothes and maybe do my hair and makeup.
my
I'll
God.
need some assistance on that kind of stuff, but yeah, I'm doing it. I'm just going to dive in. I'm diving into the
Good
water.
girl. I
I'm
love
doing
it.
it.
But
Doing it.
also the other thing in between the publicist
Mhm.
and writing the book, you're getting a little traction and making it into a movie.
Oh yeah. I have
So
somebody
there's that.
interested. Yeah, I've been approached by somebody that is interested in doing a screenplay to make One Little Pill into a film. More to come on that. That's a couple months away. One thing at a time. Now you're getting me very anxious. One thing at a
Well, no,
time.
what I'm saying is
So,
it's just taking it's starting to the snowball is starting to roll down the hill.
hmm Yeah. So that's
so
that.
Susan
But
Doyle,
Susan
So
Doyle
wait,
has
I want to,
something
but
new.
firstly, I want everybody to know, like, where can they find, like, what's your website? Where can they find
Oh yeah, my
information?
website is
Like,
Deb.
how can they book you for a speaking engagement? And do you have parameters around who you would get in front of? All those things.
So if you go
Talk
onto
to
my
us.
website, deblawlessmiller.com, deblawlessmiller.com, there is a section on there that says speaker.
Mm-hmm.
And then you click on that and it has all the things, it has a form you can fill out. It tells you all of the things. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's no parameters. I will speak to one person if they need help, and 1,000 people. I don't care. However you think I can be of service and helpful to others, I'll do it.
which is funny, not funny, but this is amazing, Deb, because this is how this whole venture started. You just wanted to
Mm-hmm.
help, in particular, women
Yeah.
who, may have grown up with no major bad childhood issues and just found themselves addicted to
Yeah,
pills
they're
or
just
to whatever.
or
And
alcohol or
Yeah.
whatever. Today I was talking to a therapist, and my therapist, and she said to me, we were talking about this, this my the speaking circuit and stuff, and she said, Deb, she goes, I cannot even tell you how many women sit on this couch in here and they need AA and they want AA, but they are terrified to go to that first meeting.
Mm-hmm.
They are so scared. And I said, yes. And I want to be that person that they read my book and they go, oh, so this is what to expect when sitting in a meeting. This is what to expect when going to
Hmm.
doing the steps. This is what to expect. And I want to be that person. Like, she's like, those are the people that are going to be showing up in the audience.
Yeah.
And you'll be that person that says,
That's your next book, What to Expect When, the what to expect when you're
yeah,
expecting.
When
yeah,
you're expecting.
And the women that we're going to have
And
on
the
at some
menopause.
other point in
yeah.
the year, what
What
to
to expect
expect.
in an AA meeting.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. What to expect while you're in recovery
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
and
Well,
outline it.
the one little pill talks a lot about that. It talks a lot about the 12 steps, what to expect, what is expected of you, to remain in recovery. But when she was saying that to me, my heart was breaking
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, they want it. They want it. They're ready, but they're scared. And I
Yeah.
was that same person. I was like, I don't want to be in this life anymore. I don't want to, but I'm scared. And if I just had that one person that I felt I could relate to, not the person that was raised by an addicted father, mother,
Right.
an alcoholic mother, father.
It
It's
was the one that was blindsided by their addiction.
exactly. And that was like, because I was a professional, I was a college graduate. I wanted somebody like me to say, don't be ashamed, don't be afraid. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to sit with you.
Hmm.
We'll sit in the back row. You don't have to say a
Yeah.
word. I want to be that beacon to help that woman, because I'm like, if they only knew what waits for them on the other side, they would be
Right.
running into an AA meeting. So anyways, that's really what I'm hoping to do. And
I
I
love
feel like
this
I
So
really
venture
much
for
have, I
you.
feel
fun.
like I really have all the right people lined up around me now to help me get
Yeah.
there. And
Well,
I'm
it didn't
super
happen
grateful.
earlier or it didn't happen at another time because you weren't ready for it. And here you are open and ready
Yeah,
and willing and have the tools and have the delivery mechanism and all that. So
yeah.
good for you.
So thank you.
Good
Okay,
for
so
you.
Thank you.
deblawlessmiller.com.
And
That's
Okay.
where you can
Susan
find me.
Doyle, who all of a sudden texted us the other day and said, I'm fucking sick of this shit. I'm
I need to do
doing my own
something.
gig.
Yeah.
So tell
So
us, Sue.
thank you for teeing that up for me. So I would say, so I don't regret anything in life, right? I really don't. But what I often think about is how I could have done, I had a personal training in group exercise studio for 7 years, maybe 6 or 7 years,
Which
and
was
loved
very,
it.
very popular. I'll have
Very
you know.
successful. It was
Yeah.
very successful. It was very popular. Yes. I look back on it with great admiration for myself. I love how many people's lives I have touched and changed over the course of a 40-year career in fitness, right? But I know that it kind of ate me up and I burned myself out because I just didn't know how to do it differently. Like I wasn't open enough to figure out how to not burn myself out, right? And so I went into managing clubs and still teach and all the other things. But I've always had this thing inside me where I'm like, now with Zoom and social media and not having to be in person training people or counseling people or guiding people, I'm like, there's got to be a way because I still have more to say and people listen. Every single class I teach is full with a waiting list. Every single one, regardless of where I am, how long I've been at the club. and I'm thinking, okay, so like, how do I figure out how to light that fire again? Because the fire is like, it's still burning, right? But it's just not really, the flame isn't as high, but
Mm.
it's there.
It
And
is
so
so good.
anyway, I texted these girls, you girls, the other day, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. I said, I am not fulfilled.
Mm.
Love the women that I work for. Am so grateful to have a job,
Mhm.
grateful to have a paycheck, grateful to still be in somewhat of a wellness realm where I ally with the mission of the company that I'm working for. But I'm like, there's something else out there, and it is, in every single woman from 45, 48 on has the same fucking complaints and
Hmm.
issues.
Ugh,
And I am also like
terrible.
a much softer, believe it or not, version of what I used to be, right? And I think it came from all the yoga trainings that I have taken and things like that. And I see how, and the therapy that I've been in. So, long story short, I have created a women's wellness program that I am that I am launching. I'm launching it slowly. So I texted you girls the other day with some names, and we had a couple of laughs, and but we have landed on Revive and Restore Women's Wellness
Mm,
Program.
love it.
And there's the components of it is a really deep intake, health history, a lot of component. There's a nutrition component to it, a fitness component to it. There is journaling. There's gratitude practice, there's meditation, um, and I just feel, and there's also, the other thing I want to do, and I think it's important for you to do this too, is Deb, is align myself with people that I can refer them to, like the woman that we all went for hormone
Hmm.
replacement.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I am not a doctor, but I have compiled 40
Mm.
years of basically personal research. I never try anything on anybody that I have not used myself as a lab rat for first, right?
Mhm.
And I have come up with this formula that actually it really, really works.
That's
And it
amazing.
starts with being kinder and gentler to ourselves at 50 and
Mm,
above, number one.
mm.
And
But
you're the real
there's
deal,
so many
Sue. You
women.
really are. You're like I gotta tell you, you've given me more guidance in just, I haven't even known you a year yet. And
Mm,
I started the hormone replacement therapy, which has been life changing. When we were in Florida doing those,
hmm.
you know, Sue is the real deal, man. Like I thought, I'm doing push-ups.
You're
I do
so kind.
25 push-ups after I run. And Sue's like, no, 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 you're doing it the wrong way, right? So she has me move my arms, and then I can only do like 3 push-ups, but
Hmm.
those stretches you have us
Yeah.
do, I felt amazing. Like,
Well,
yeah, you
thank you.
really know your
I
shit.
appreciate that. I
You
appreciate
do.
that. And it's, what I find too is, like trying to crack the code a little bit with you, Kristen, and a couple of my other girlfriends who have been working out forever.
Mm.
They're doing the same thing that they were doing at 25. Well, what worked at 25 does not work for you when you're 50. And it's really changing, like what we've talked about a lot is flipping the script. It's really changing how we approach exercise and eating well and taking care of ourselves. And, I think the one thing that I am I would say most proud of in my career is people have always said to me, just what you said, you have walked the walk and talked the talk since the day I met you. I don't
Hmm.
vacillate. I don't change it up. I don't hop on trends. There are certain things that have worked since the day they were invented, and I don't really veer too much from that, you know? So yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm registering to possibly get my LLC, in Massachusetts. I have written the program. I have priced the program. I am in the process of kind of doing a website and getting social media handles, and like it's happening.
Mm.
It's
So
happening.
more to come on
Very
that for
exciting. We need to
everybody.
Yeah.
get you a logo and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the fun
Mm-hmm.
part. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so great. I remember when I was living in Avon, you and I had not reconnected at this point, but people would that I knew would talk about your studio that because they'd go in there and work out with you, and I'd be like, she used to be my best friend. And I get so sad because I'd be like, I know her. I've known her for a long time. She used to be my best friend. Everybody's like, oh, she's the best and blah, blah. Everybody just spoke so highly of you and how good you are. So you're going to be super
Thank you.
successful. But I love that you're taking it to this next level because with the workbook and all of bringing the spiritual things into it,
Mm-hmm.
practices, because it is so important, especially at this part time in our age. I can't even, and we're going to have people on our podcast that talk a lot about menopause, but it's disgusting what we go through when we go through menopause. Like, as far as how our body changes, it is so shocking. And if you can help us to get through this, I know I'm not the best student for you, but
But you are. You are. Here's the thing. Just like with you, it starts with the inquiry part
Hmm.
of it. It
Hmm.
starts with you need something, but you also know who you are. I mean, you know, I get very leery of the person who's like, yes, I want to do this and that, and they throw everything at it and then nothing sticks. You
Right.
know who you are. Like, listen, don't give me more than 5 minutes. And
10
then we
second plank.
graduate to
That's
7
it.
and I can walk. But when it's not too hot, not too, you know what I'm saying? But,
yeah, I'm not,
you've made some
yeah,
changes that, are
yeah.
are healthy and
I'm doing
wise
something
and
rather than nothing, and I think that that's
yes.
big. But I
Yes.
am absolutely, I do not like being uncomfortable, physically or emotionally. So
Mm, mm-mm.
you don't
Mm.
want to hear it. But
Okay, but
I,
I'm going to tell you this. You do, and you rise to the occasion because I am here to tell you that you cannot tell anybody that putting pen to paper for that story of your
Right.
life could not have been comfortable at any moment,
yeah,
except for
Yeah.
when it was done and there was this weight that had lifted, I'm sure.
that's actually when it got really scary for me. Writing it, I was just putting memories on paper. It was when it was done and about to go out into the public that I got was very uncomfortable. But anyways, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, listen,
Hmm.
I don't like being physically uncomfortable. I don't like being hot. I don't like being cold. I don't like being uncomfortable. So exercise isn't my thing, but I still do it. I'm doing a little bit at a time.
And so for me, it ended up always being the thing that made me feel the most alive is
Yeah.
Yeah.
physical discomfort and sweating. And my yoga teacher said to me the other day, because I'm still kind of dealing with this hand situation. And he goes, "How you feeling?" I said, "Well, I got like 3 fingers down on the mat." He goes, "You are a freaking animal." And I
Mm,
said to him, I said, this makes me feel alive. This makes me
mm,
feel like a human being, like an
mm,
alive, breathing, contributing human being.
mm.
And I feel like we have all talked about is you have to share those gifts. You have to share that
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
with
Give it
people.
away.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
absolutely for sure. When you've got a gift,
Hmm.
you need to share it. So next
Well,
up is Kristen Dean and what we're gonna get her worked on.
hell no. Y'all, I am happy working for a big insurance company. I'm going to sail into the sunset. I am not starting a business.
Okay, then you're
This
just gonna
Yeah,
cheerlead
but
us
here's the
on.
thing,
is my
you bought it,
business.
you bought your own home, you're
This is my
renovating it,
business. Yep,
by
that's it.
yourself. And listen, I mean, taking on that type of responsibility is not comfortable at times, and
I'm digging
good
up
for
my lawn
you. Yeah,
slowly
Yeah,
but
good for
sure.
you're
you.
It's
getting
my
your hands
job.
dirty. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome. Maybe you
but I
can
am here
write
to
a
support you
little
guys.
guide on a single woman's way to,
Oh, yeah.
manage a household or do it
Hmm.
yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah.
But more to
Yeah.
come with you, Sue, because you still need to get your website up and all that so people can reach out to you. And
Yeah, I am thinking about launching on Instagram and Facebook first as I'm getting the website together. Just
but how will
because,
that work? You'll just leave information, like you'll say contact me,
yeah,
DM me for more
hmm
information. Oh, gotcha.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, for
Oh, yeah,
now
that's a good
until I
idea.
get things up and, just because I feel like it, I wanted to build slowly. I
Hmm.
wanted to get traction slowly. So if I can get one or two people, you know, and just kind of, piggyback off on what you have done is come up with a schedule of social media
Hmm.
information and stuff like that. So
Great.
I am every day working on it a little bit at a time.
So
I'm
you know what I
excited.
would
I'm
love to
really
hear?
excited.
I would love to hear from our audience if anybody out there has started their own
Mm.
business, whether it's side business or full time. I know I
I
have
have
a
a
friend
couple
here
people.
who I knew in Avon. Our kids went to school together, and then she moved out here to Sarasota, and she she ran her own jazzercise in
Oh,
Canton.
wow. I remember
Hmm
And then now she's
Jazzercise.
opened her own studio here. She moved here probably 3 years ago, and it is on fire. I mean, I everybody goes to
Yeah.
her thing.
Jazzercise stuff?
Jazzercise, yeah.
For
Still,
real?
it's
That's
huge.
do
Huge.
people
It's
wear leg warmers and
huge.
headbands?
I don't
It's
know. I've never
My
been
huge.
to
God,
a class, but it is so popular
I
and
used to
she is
love
just killing it.
Jazzercise.
Yeah.
Good for
And
her.
yeah, I mean,
Good
it's
for
like
her.
you got to make that first step and see where it takes you.
Well, I'm
Well,
proud to
probably
know
by
you
the
both.
time that we upload this and get it on, you will have been pretty close, if not already finished your first speaking engagement,
Hmm.
and all the things. So remind us of your website.
DebLawlessMiller.com. There's no hyphen,
Okay.
there's just Deb Lawless Miller. And I know it's like a ridiculous name, but I had to have my maiden name in there because that's where a lot of people
Yeah.
know me as Deb
hmm
Lawless, but my legal name is Miller. So that's why I have it all there. DebLawlessMiller.com.
It's
Nice.
all there and
Nice.
it's
And more to come
glowy.
with me. I'll be posting on social media and would love to hear from anybody.
Yeah,
But,
we need this.
again, let us know if you've started your own business, if you have something in mind that you want to launch and you need to bounce off some fairly intelligent middle-aged women. Um, rewind and reflect with us at gmail.com, or you can message us on Facebook or Instagram or any of that stuff. What were you going to say, Deb?
I don't know. I think I was just going to say that we would like to support other people who have started
Mm-hmm.
their own. And we, of
Mm-hmm.
course, would love some support as well because we're dipping our toes and it's a thing and it's can be a little
Yeah.
scary. So we would love to hear from some support from everybody. That's it.
All
Thanks,
That's all
right.
I was
girls.
going to say.
That's
All
it
right.
for today.
Namaste.
I think
I
we're good.
think we're
Love you,
good.
Good
girls.
Love
luck.
you too.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.